Was divorce a wake-up call for you? Well, if that's the case, you're at the right place. In today's video, we're going to talk about how to use that wake-up call of divorce, what's often looked at as a bad thing, as a positive thing, and how to move forward. But before we jump in, I want to mention the link below to the 7-day course. If you find yourself lost, stuck, alone, maybe even afraid, and not sure how to move forward with divorce, there's a link below to a $7 course, to $11 course rather, that will help you reset, reframe, and move forward. And along the way, you'll learn new habits, new tips on how to move forward without doubting where you're at anymore. So, if you're interested, check it out below. It's $11, full money back refund if you don't like it. But let's dive back into the content today, which is talking about being lost and not sure how to move forward in divorce. So if you're in that space, if you're in that place, first off, let me acknowledge the fact this is totally normal. It's a very common thing in divorce, and there's a real simple way to get out of it. A simple way to get out of it is basically by having a plan. And not just any plan. It's not a plan about going to the movies or watching a movie or just letting life happen to us. It's a plan of, a future vision. It's not just about what you're going to do in an instant or a moment. It's about who you're becoming. It's about how you're going to move forward and who ultimately you'll be shaped up to be. Now that sounds pretty lofty, and it is for most of us, because that's really the simple but easy part to all this. The simple to easy part is that most people don't do the work to get here. Most people don't do the work to understand themselves and move forward, but you're here in today's video, and that's important because you're doing the work. And if that's the case, if that's what you're interested in, you're in the right place. So let's talk more about that future vision. Future vision is the vision of yourself that you'll be on your deathbed. Now that may sound morbid to some, and for some it is. But if you can envision who you are in your last moments, in your last days, who you have around you, and who's impactful in your life, what impact did you have? If you can do those things, you can write them down, the world is your oyster. Most of us, we don't have a plan for the day, let alone the week. And if you do, you're probably pretty successful. Now, if you can plan out the year, the next 5 years, you're light years ahead of most of your friends and family. But the problem is most people don't do that. Most people don't do it because, I'm not really sure why. I know that I held myself back from it a long time, but when I finally did, the world kind of just opens up. You meet the people that you want to meet, you do the things that you've wanted to do, you become the man that you've wanted to become, and it's quite amazing what I guess mainstream is saying right now is manifestation. So whether it is or not, I'm not going to argue that, but it's really wild when you write down your dreams and your goals, what happens in this world. So, future vision. That's your way out of the stuck feeling of divorce. That's the powerful thing that can move you forward if you don't know which way to go. And it's what can help drive better relationships with your kids, with your next partner, and with yourself, most importantly, because you can't love anyone until you start loving yourself. And you can't love yourself without a vision of who you become. So, we'll talk more about how to craft a future vision of yourself in another video, which you should see in the link here if you check this out. Watch that video if you're interested in learning more on how to create a future vision for yourself. And if you're stuck in the fog of divorce and not sure where to go and how to get there, check out the 7-day course below, where you'll figure out how to, one, create that future vision of yourself, but also learn new tips and tricks along the way to help get you out of that fog and the funk.